Can I ask about this general conversation people are having about the decline of cinema generally, that there aren't enough films out there that really illuminate the soul? Mm-hmm. And I'd like to ask you what filmmakers and films that you've watched relatively recently that still inspire you and give you hope for the next wave of filmmakers.
It's hard for me to keep up with a lot, but Joanna Hogg's films, for example. Mm-hmm. I like some of the wildness of the Ben Wheatley pictures. There are so many coming out of England, I think. Lynn Ramsey. There are really a number of wonderful films. My fear, more than fear, my observation is that the filmmakers of substance need support.
Yeah.
And the problem is the amusement park films. The problem is that, which is something that's been pointed out for the past number of years now. But now I think, in effect, they've got real cinema on the run, so to speak. It's very difficult for films of substance or attempted, how should I say? I don't want to use the word personal vision, but I have. It doesn't mean it's not entertaining, right? But these projects, where can they be shown? Where can they be shown if the theaters are taken over by the well-made, beautifully made animated pictures, in a sense?
Animated pictures.
Yeah. I mean, it's not. I was saying this in New York, and people were saying, "Well, you don't like those films." It's not that I don't like them. First of all, I haven't seen many. I tried to, but I wasn't interested. The thing about it is that they seem to be creating. It's another form. It's another form, and their theaters were almost like amusement parks in a sense. So these films now, I think, are more like theme rides, in a way, and it's a different experience for an audience. Now, that audience could also appreciate narrative film. Narrative, or a narrative could be a film that could be made by the Turkish filmmaker Ceylan, or as I say, Joanna Hogg, different types of pictures that don't necessarily depend on heavy special effects and how should I put it, comic book heroes.
I mean, I was told by my film professor, there are films and there are movies, and sometimes you've got to know what you're walking into.
Yeah. See, but I come from a time where movies were films. Now, some were genre, you follow?
Yeah, I do.
Yet, years later, we realized, well, within the genre, certain things were able to be expressed, certain personal style developed, not all the time, but very often. And then one could appreciate the genre for what it is. And that's what I'm saying about the theme park films. For what they are, they can be appreciated. But that's not the only thing.
Yes.
You follow? And we have, it's our obligation to try to make that clear to that audience.